You know, I don't think anything sums up this series more than this scene here. It's an entire metaphor, really, for this series. We are Emmanuel being absolutely beaten to death by Spag. Spag representing the colony and the way this whole thing's going. And our sweet ice cream lady is people watching this series and making me try feel a little bit better about ourselves. And the death of Emmanuel signifies something, you know, something that within me is dying. Welcome to Hell's Kitchen episode 12, and yes, today's about metaphors and self-finding and reassuring myself that things are going to be okay. And today's all about progress, alright? For the however many times that I've said this series, we're actually going to make progress today, and the progress is going to be promised. Alright, I will not be ending my recording session till progress has been made. We're going to get research done. I'm going to start working on most of the bedrooms. I think I'm also going to start working on the larger process within this series. Genetics and food. A lot of big things I'm going to start today because I need to make progress. Otherwise, I don't know how long this series is going to be kept up for. So if you enjoy any of today's episodes, I'm excited to see all the fantastic progress that I promise that I will make. Consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it. Let's get into things and let's mourn Emmanuel. Do we mourn him? I think we honestly just destroy his body. So the first thing we're going to be doing in order to fix everything is we're going to take Anise off cooking entirely. Anise will be put onto research and research only as soon as Spag is recruited. Spag is on a resistance of 5.7, so will be recruited very shortly. Spag and Branston are going to be our main chefs, and Anise, as our smartest colonist, will be on research. Perfect. Jobbed. The next job that we need to be getting onto is hydroponics. Now, it says research that we've had for, I think, the longest time. I think it was our last research we actually completed was hydroponics. Food is going to be a big thing for the series, and as we all know, and everybody's starvation is just constant. At the moment, we've got a somewhat amount of food. It's going okay, but we need more. Hydroponics is going to be a great way for us to remedy that. So we're going to need to build like a hydroponics area with like hydro basins and stuff. So I think we go to the next stage of what the series is about and split off the colony even more. We have the one side here for the hotel. Now we have the rest of the areas here. We have our living quarters down here. Up here seems to be kind of a rudimentary recreation, living, just general area. So we next have this area down here. I think what we could do is actually mine into this cave here and set up this as like a hydroponics area and then connect it all the way down here into different things. I think that makes sense, especially with the Costa being as good as they are, you know? A 15-year-old, absolute titan of a character in mining. So I've planned out the little hydroponics corridor. This does look very susceptible to anal beads, but if we ignore that and think of it as being the different sections of hydroponics for the different things to be grown, like we could have herbal medicine up here and different things to help people be better. We could have drugs in this one and then food and things in the other two. I think it allows us to separate the food and things out nicely, and it means we've got some sort of like control over it, and we have got the idea to expand this way if we really want to, or even expand the other way. But that is the hydroponics area planned out. Next, we need to now plan out the gene area and the genetics area, and I think it honestly makes the most sense if we have it where the gardens are down here. Somewhat close to where we can have the hotel guests, and if we want to, you know, maybe take one for a spin in the Gene Ripper, then maybe we can do that. So at the moment, I am going to be keeping this as the garden and not necessarily plan anything out yet because we need the food. But that, I think, down here is where we'll have the gene area. The next job on the list is now just recruiting Spag, and that is it. Once we have Spag recruited, we're going to be in an absolutely fantastic spot to allow us to sort of like derive more jobs between different people. We've also had a quest come up for a farming work site, and there are 1,500 coconuts there. It's just too good for us to turn down. I'm going to send John to go do that as well. Let's absolutely blitz through the progress. I mean, if they have some xenotypes here of people we can eat, that would also be very nice. I've also, in the process of working on getting more food, I've now queued up every single bit of food that we can make has been queued up, apart from the milk things, because we need the rice and the coconuts and the almonds and all that stuff for actual food. We've queued it all up, okay? I could also queue up human surimi, but this is another job that we need to do this episode, is work on the ideology so we can reform things so we can, if we really want to, eat people. Cannibalism wasn't something I had on my list for this series, but But in the weirdest way possible, if we do end up eating the pig people and any other type of xenotype that we determine to be food, we need to be able to eat them. I assume cannibalism is currently horrible. So we just need to change that just a little bit, and that'll be fine. And John has arrived at the camp. Wow, this is a lovely biome with lots of coconut trees. Very, very nice. John, please teach these lovely, lovely people a lesson. Now, funnily enough, a donkey I can't eat because they're just a baseline of human. So these people, they're safe. They're safe. There we go. John has wiped them all out with no survivors whatsoever. Perfect. Let's go in, grab our loot. And there they are. The coconuts in all their glory. 1,500 coconuts. Very nice. Whilst we're here as well on the map, it seems that we have some lovely rhinoceroses here as well. John, I don't approve of the killing of rhinoceroses in real life, but in Rimworld, they are good food. So we have picked everything up that we have taken, and we're also going to be bringing back ourselves a solar generator alongside, very nicely, 306 pemmican. Hopefully John doesn't eat that all on the way back. And Spag has returned. Spaghetti has become one of us again. I think I really messed a trick here, not calling them spaghetti bolognese, like spaghetti. Where's the bolognese? It's got to be spaghetti bolognese, you know? But spaghetti, welcome back. I've missed you endlessly. So as a result, Anise is now going to come off cooking entirely. That's it. She's done. She will be primarily researching, and that is it. At the moment, she can't do any work because of her pregnancy. No worries. I understand that. I appreciate that and respect that. That's what happens. But Spag, you are going to be the replacement chef as well, and gardener, which now means that we're finally somewhat sorting out the jobs, that things are going better. And a raid from the insects. The Sawn gene line have arrived nearby. They've heard that we've actually managed to somewhat fix our food situation temporarily, and they've decided to come and take some. That's a lot of mega spiders and a lot of spellipedes. Not ideal at all, but you know what? John, that's all you. You've got this, my friend. Everybody else can just do their own thing, I think. There we go. And John is dealing with the last few of them. Another very easy raid. Once again, I'm so appreciative of this series that we have John, you know? Where would we be without John? I've worked something out. I was wondering why we hadn't been getting on with the beach huts like I said we would be. Turns out, the bamboo trees don't give us bamboo. They just give us normal wood. So all of this needs to be cancelled because I can't get bamboo for some reason, which is really not what I wanted. Rimworld. Cheers, Rimworld. Appreciate that. Okay, well, this isn't necessarily the end of the world because it now means we can actually start working on this again properly, but just with normal wood. Not the end of the world, all right? We look optimistically at this, that we found this out now, not in, like, a few episodes' time, you know? Okay, I've redone the blueprint for the guest room. It's literally the exact same as the ones previously. Yeah, no difference whatsoever. And Anise is in labor. Fantastic. The sooner she has this baby, the better. Lamb is very nicely cleaning up the hospital as well. John has a few issues, but I'd imagine it'll be fine. You know, childbirth isn't that serious. Apparently the loved one isn't present for the what? The loved one isn't present, but Branston's there. That's a bit strange. It looks like Anise and Branston are having their marital issues. No worries, expected quality 63%. Yeah, looking at the social tab, she quite likes Branston, but Branston absolutely hates Anise. Why? Why do you hate Anise? Killed a child. Killed my son. Yeah, alright, fair enough. I can see why Branston might not like Anise. I do forget. I have forgotten that Anise did murder her own son. There we are. A healthy childbirth has appeared. Baby Chunk. Oh, perfect. What a fantastic name. Already got a little scar on their head as well. I'd imagine that he got that from John. Perfect. Niece gave birth to a healthy baby. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let's name this baby Grigory Trunk. That's also a fantastic name. So this child here that we've got is going to take after the late Pete Tsar. Pete Tsar, as we become to know him as being the late drug lord in his early teens. This is going to be Coca-Cola. You know, it's going to be all hyphenized. It's going to be all separate names. I know this is how you spell it. I'm aware. But for the sake of them taking after Pete, this is going to be how it is. The nickname is obviously just going to be Coke. Eventually, Coke will take after Pete. It's going to take a long time. It will take a long time. But I'm assuming that by the time we get to a stage that we are doing drugs, which I don't condone, YouTube, please, Coke should have grown up enough that we can probably force it into him, you know? Ooh, we have a little quest that has come up. Ryan's rescue. A prisoner is being held by Ray's Kanobos and has managed to steal a radio and call you. He's a 15-year-old video gamer, and he says that 9 turrets and 1 pirate. 9 turrets and 1 pirate are defending the site. Jesus Christ. Ryan is a baseliner human, a gamer. Jesus Christ. A naturally evolved human with no major significant genetic modifications. Yeah, a gamer. Useless. Sick. But as a 15-year-old, we can take them and we can enslave them. Whereabouts are you? Quite far away. But this is a free colonist for us. This is a free slave that we can do whatever we want with. Within reason. So I am going to send John over there just to go pick them up and collect them. We can also probably get some other things whilst we're over as well, so this is probably worth it. And looking at the social tab for Baby Coke. Baby Coke, the cutest little baby you've ever seen. The scar of John has appeared on her forehead. For some reason, if we look at her social tab, she knows her brother Pizza, who's dead, and has been dead for God knows how many episodes, but for some reason knows them. Same with her brother Custard Cream Biscuit. Like, is Coke actually psychic? Is Coke the 9-day-old baby psychic and knows her dead brothers and sisters? Kind of strange, but well, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Maybe it's the future, the drug lord inside her, you know? Branston watching over Coke doing things and can smell the just the herbalness of the baby. Yes. Another job that's on our list that I forgot to mention earlier is that we need to start breeding animals. A big thing that we're going to be needing to do to make lavish meals and other various types of meals is we need milk and we need other animal products as well. So at the moment, I'm actually taking a break on executing every single animal I see, just so we can see if we can get something spawn in that I might actually want to tame. At the moment, we have a boom rat, which, I mean, is nice, but I mean, I'd much rather a boomalope. We're just waiting at the moment and seeing if we can actually try tame something. John has arrived at the prisoner camp. What on earth is that? A critter? What? Oh, look at that face. He looks so happy. Okay, well, I'm definitely going to be killing a lot of those for food. Looks like we've got... Yeah, there's a lot of turrets here, but they're not all powered for some reason. And Ryan is there as well. Got some meals inside with him as well. Nice. Robin's there. Okay, perfect. John, search and destroy. Do your thing. Maybe we've managed to kill Robin straight away as well. We just have to deal with the turrets now. I don't want to have to destroy the turrets just so we can steal them. There we go. The area is now safe. I've managed to save as many turrets as I can. 7 mini turrets that we can take home with us as well. And Ryan is in there. A Ryan Young. Unwaveringly loyal. Oh, really? Really? I'm not sure if that counts though, because we do get to go in there and save them. So I'm assuming that isn't actually correct. Free prisoner. Okay, rescuee has joined, so that didn't actually count at all. Ryan is a 15-year-old gamer, 3 in melee, 3 in art, pretty much terrible as we'd expect a 15-year-old gamer, honestly. Not very good social skill. Neat, delicate, and kind. All the opposite things I'd expect from a 15-year-old gamer. Okay, this isn't too bad. Perfect. Let's go get everything packed up and see if we can kill any more animals, and then we'll be out of here. And the critters are hunting Ryan like anything. Oh my god, Ryan, get inside. These things... straight away, they knew that he was a child, and he knew he was a gamer. They went, oh no, Ryan is going to get absolutely obliterated here. Oh dear. Oh god. Ryan's dead. Oh my god. Oh dear, Ryan, I'm so sorry. Those things were hungry for you, my friend. Ryan has been eaten by a critter. That was quick. I didn't even get a chance to react to that. Holy moly. I guess John's gonna avenge him and kill all the critters. So man, I guess ultimately that wasn't really the most worthwhile quest. However, we are going to be able to gain ourselves 3 solar generators from this. The food as well is going to be nice. We're also stealing ourselves 6 mini turrets, which is also really nice. So despite us not actually being able to pick up a colonist from this, we are coming away with some benefits. And we have finished the research that we were doing, which I think was some sort of furniture research. For some reason, it's still not giving us the notifications. But next, we've got carpet making, hot tubs, or deep wells. Let's go for a reroll, see if we can get something better. Berry cultivation could actually be really nice. The berry bushes won't actually destroy or anything during the winter, so they'll only ever grow. Probably a really good food source for us to get. And would make for a really nice one for us to grow in large quantities. And finally, we have some animals on the map that I would like to tame. Muffalos. Do muffalos provide milk? I think they do. Yes, they do. 16 milk every 2 days, so 480 milk per year. Not the largest amount, but definitely a very good amount if we get a lot of muffalos. Nice. We are there, nearly. Muffalo magic will begin. Ideally, we're not the ones doing the magic with the muffalos, but you get what I mean. I think what we'll then do is wait for John to come back. So as soon as John comes back, she'll get back onto construction. Once we've built a pen up here, then we can start taming the muffalo. And a murderous rage, Anise has broken down, has decided she must kill Branston no matter the cost. The final straw is enslaved child ×2, which makes no sense because this is literally the whole playthrough. They love enslaving children, but Anise is on a murderous rage against her fiancé. Kind of sad, you know? In front of the 2 children as well. Where's Acosta? Okay, Acosta is absolutely miles away, but Acosta is like the only one that can deal with this. Oh, can we just arrest Anise? Why is there a 100% chance for Lamb Chop, a 5-year-old child, to arrest Anise? Why? Why? Can we please arrest Anise before she murders? Oh, God. We did it. We literally... That was so close. Branston took a bruise to the leg. Whew, that was close. Let's just release Anise, please. Anise, please don't kill your fiancé again. Please don't do that. John has returned back at the kitchen. They're all probably wondering, John, where's Ryan? Where is he? Did you eat him? John says, no. The critters ate him. Really vague as well. Like critters. What critters, John? What critters ate Ryan? The critters, you know. The critters. Perfect. But there is all this stuff that we got back from all this. The battery is going to be really nice as well to help with the power grid, because once we set up those hydroponics, holy, power is going to be very important for us, especially with those solar panels as well. We can now set up defenses. We've got a power grid that we've stolen. Things are going really well. Okay, I've now set up a leader speech as well for Branston to do to everybody. And for some reason, as a result, Colonist Spag has gained the trait Heavy Sleeper. Arguably the worst trait that exists in Rimworld. It literally means they cannot be drafted if they're asleep. So, Spaghetti is awful. As a colonist, awful. The ecology spit, alright, okay, fair enough. Depressive, not good. Insomniac, not good either, really. And Heavy Sleeper, it completely counteracts Insomniac. So I've got no idea what Spag is doing, honestly. But I figured that we needed to get on with the ideology stuff so we can reform everything. That would be ideal. And we've had a quest coming in, the emergency landing. A shuttle from the sovereignty of God has taken damage and is seeking a place to land. And the ogre tribes will raid us as a result. Now, initially I was thinking, I'm not going to do this quest. You know, I honestly don't care. However, one of the rewards is a gene pack for Jotun metabolism and phenomenal plants. No, both of these things would be incredible for us. The Jotun metabolism to counteract the fact that our people are so hungry, and the plant skill to allow people to actually do things. It would make the most sense if I didn't give it to any of my colonists, but gave it to like Ode to Cologne or Pudding or Trifle, because they're our slaves. However, as I just mentioned, Spag is awful. And the only thing they're somewhat good at is cooking and plants. And honestly, I could really do with Spag being just that little bit more useful. And if they're really good at plants, that would be fantastic. And then it means that I don't necessarily have to rely on slavery, which I can do. So we're going to accept this quest. And we're going to save this person. The shuttle has crashed. No bother. You've landed in my base. John will deal with any raiders that come in. So they have gone straight for the Imperials that are here. John is here backing them up. This should be an easy fight, honestly. They've got guns. We've got John. An easy fight, definitely. Easy. John, well done. You've protected the Imperials and got us probably the most overpowered thing that we've seen so far this series. Thank you very much, John. So there is the gene pack for Jotun metabolism and phenomenal pants. Spag. Use to gain genes. Drink that bad boy up and let me see you become the demon you were promised to be. Perfect. Spag, congratulations. You're now slightly more useful. Jotun metabolism doesn't work because she's not got a Titan frame or a Jotun frame. I should have given it to Acosta. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm gonna... Please, guys, in the comments, don't absolutely rib me for that. That's a rookie error. But you know what? The phenomenal plants, I'll take it. Because now she has a double passion of 20 in plants. You know what? That's still a dub. Still a massive dub. You know? I'll take that, alright? I might have messed up a little bit there, but Acosta is our miner, not our planter. And honestly, that's fine. You know what I did? I knew what I was doing. I promise I knew what I was doing in that situation. And you know what? I think we can call this episode here on that fantastic note of everything we've gained from this episode. John at the moment has just started working on the pen as well. So we can start working on getting some animals with her 11 in animal skill. Those muffalos will be mine. This episode's been fantastic. The progress has actually been made. We've gotten on with the research. We're halfway through berry cultivation. We've built buildings. We've started on the hydroponics rooms. Oh my god. Food is going okay. Food is doing okay. Will be better at some point. This is how I wanted this series to be going. This is the pace I wanted. And I'm sorry that it's taken me so long to get to this stage. But if you have enjoyed today's episode and are excited to see how everything turns out and whether or not Coke grows up to be the drug-dealing child that we all know and love, consider liking, subscribing, and make sure you tell your mum about it, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.